No time for no chit chat. Hey yo, what is going on, ladies crew? Welcome back to another video. And today we got the predictions for the NBA Finals between Boston versus Dallas. Holy shit! Before we get into the matchups and all that, let's talk about both roads to the finals. So first things first, Dallas had the harder run to the finals. G shit. Dallas had the harder run. They had to go up against the Clippers. They had to go up against OKC. Then they went up against Minnesota. But then you look at what Boston had to go through, bro. Come on. Do not look at me in my face and tell me Boston really had a hard route to the finals. They went up against Miami in the first round. All right, cool, type shit. And then the second round, oh my God, they went up against Cleveland, right? And then once we hit them with the conference finals, they went up against the Pacers. Like, do not look at me in my face and tell me they had to go through some shit. Do not look at me in the face and tell me they had to get it out the mud. Swear to God, do not look at me in my face and tell me that. Both sides was performing though. Both sides was going at it. But Minnesota had the harder run. Minnesota had to fight. Nah, not Minnesota. Let me stop talking. Fucking Dallas had to fight harder to get to that point. Dallas had to fight. They had to go through all that bullshit. Now, when we talk about the matchups though, between Dallas and we talk about Boston, damn. It's hard because Dallas has the better backcourt, but then again, Boston has the better front court when it comes to like Jason Tatum and like Jaylen Brown. They have that better aspect. And they got somewhat better big men. But at the same time, Dallas has more star power. That's just without a fact. Kyrie has been going off these playoffs. Luka's been going off these playoffs. They've been going at it. On both sides. On the offensive end, they're phenomenal. Defensive end, it's all right. It's not great. It's not horrible either. They're just somewhat above the water. But I'm not going to lie. The second a mismatch goes down, the second they got Kyrie on Jason Tatum, like, ooh, Boston's cooking up. But then vice versa, the second Luka gets a mismatch on somebody, Luka's finna go off. It's just hard, though, because, like, on the offensive side, they're good. The defensive side, they're pretty solid. They're really good at guarding that 5-out shit. And that's what Boston's doing because, you know, you got Kristaps, you got Al Horford. You got some good shooting big men on the Boston side. But at the same time, Dallas is good at guarding that. They have a fairly solid roster. Let's just say that. They got a fairly solid roster. But then again, it's just, damn, it's hard because they have good people. They're just not great. You have these two superstars, then you have solid people. You have okay people to fill in the roles. Then when it comes to Boston, they just have like a really good all-around roster. They just don't. It's difficult to see it. It truly is. Boston, they have a good roster. It's just not a superstar roster. They just have really, really good players at almost every position. Like, you have Drew Holiday, you have Jaylen Brown, you got Jason Tatum, you got Kristaps Porzingis, you got Al Horford, and you got some solid people coming off the bench. It's just, damn. I can't really... It really is hard to pick a side because I could really go out here and sit here and just tell you, like, oh yeah, Dallas finna get it because they got superstars. But then I can go ahead and I can tell you that Boston do because they have the all-around roster. So looking at it from both sides, looking at it from both perspectives, I'm going to give the slight edge to Dallas. If Kyrie and Luka can truly just go off every single game, I'm giving it to Dallas. But then again, if Boston can get to it, Boston can just collectively stop Kyrie Irving, they can collectively stop Luka Doncic, then it's going to be the Boston that's going to do it. But what I'm going to say right now, I'm going to call it. Either way, this series is going to end in 6. But, okay, final prediction right now, I'm going to give it to Dallas. Final prediction, final word, final standpoint. Dallas is finna win this hoe in 6 games. They're finna win this in 6. I'm calling it right now. And who's going to win Finals MVP? If Kyrie wins it, it's going to be hilarious because then Kyrie could say, oh, I finally won Finals MVP without LeBron. And he can have his Kobe moment, RIP Kobe. But more than likely, they're going to give it to Luka. Luka's going to average either the craziest stat line of the century or he's going to average like a quiet like 22, 7, and 8. and then just win Finals MVP just because of that. Because Kyrie doesn't really do anything else besides just score. He's nothing else than just like a glorified scorer. But anyway, that's my predictions for the NBA Finals. If you made it through the end of the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Always helps the channel out. If you made it through to the end, comment down below Triple L, because you know we always living like Larry. And with all that being said, it's NLH, never lose hope, and I'm going to see all y'all in the next video. Peace. Yeah!
Gonna serve you up just like the clothes, like you don't wanna smoke. Oh, better go and tell your